What's going on, Savage Nation? Savage Civilian back with another new video. Before we get started, please consider clicking that join button down below and becoming a member to the channel. If you are not subscribed, please do so already. It's completely free and it really helps the channel grow. YouTube does try to suppress this kind of content. As always, drop a like and drop a comment down below. I respond to everyone, whether it's a question about the video, something you want to throw into the video, just a comment or concern, anything like that. I will get back to you. I respond to everyone no matter what. Might take an hour, might take a couple days, but I will get back to you. Today's video I am titling Everyday Carry Mistakes That I See All the Time. So most people think that their everyday carry is pretty solid, and for some it is, but until it hits and reality pops in, these are probably the 5 mistakes that I'm going to go off of that I see the most that can be pretty damn dangerous. With my line of work, I tend to meet a lot of people that everyday carry, and some of it you can tell is proper, and some of it you can tell was kind of just bought through together, or it's just for show, or whatever the case may be. So with that said, I made a list of 5. The first one, and these are technically in no order, but I'm going to just break them down as basic as I can. First one is no medical gear. You're more likely, probably 500 times more likely, to save someone's life with a tourniquet than you are with a gun. And what I mean by that is, say the chances of an active shooter being in a mall or in a school or some sort of incident versus you coming across a hiking accident or a motor vehicle accident or something like that outweigh tenfold. You need to have medical. And I don't mean you need to have an entire ambulance with you, right? You don't need a full cart of shit. But keeping a tourniquet, keeping Quick Clot, a small IFAK kit is so important to your everyday carry. And the second part to that is that technically it does depend on your state, but just morally, if you do ever discharge your firearm, whether it be an ND, whether it's an actual clean shooting, you want to be able to immediately render aid. So you shouldn't be carrying a firearm and making a hole without a way to plug said hole, right? Even if it's a bad guy, you still should try and save the life. So number 1 is no medical gear. Number 2 is too much gear. And what I mean by that is some people have gadgets that are just useless and it ends up weighing you down. It's shit that's not even in reach. Having a firearm, cool. Having a flashlight, a knife, a tourniquet, like we just said, IFAK type kit, but you don't need 3 knives, and here's the kicker to that. A lot of guys won't spend $100 to $300 on a quality knife, like a good Spyderco, good Zero Tolerance, Microtech, some people like Benchmade, whatever. A good knife like that will last you for years. I have Spydercos, I have Zero Tolerance knives that are old and they just last. And you could buy one of those instead of buying 7 flashier knives. And I'm not knocking cheaper knives like Civivi, all them guys. They make good knives as well that are $50, $60. But carrying 3 of them is kind of just weighing you down. It's not necessary. You're not getting used to that specific knife. Each knife opens different, is held different. Train with one thing and become very proficient with it. There's no reason to have 3, 4 pocket knives. Or 7 pistol magazines in your pocket, or even like we were talking medical gear, you don't need 6 tourniquets. Make it make sense. Number 3, and I see this on the range way too much, is the wrong holster. Cheap holsters lead to a terrible draw, and you're also significantly raising your risk of an ND. I'm not going to get very deep into this, but a lot of stuff that's going on with the P320s. I'm not a P320 fan. I'm a Glock fan, so any chance I could knock SIG, I would. But I believe a lot of these are holster and equipment and user related and not the firearm. And holsters are a big deal. Spend the money on a quality holster. If you're going to carry a firearm, and you're going to take that risk and that responsibility, make sure it's secured properly. Go Tier 1. Go Works makes a great holster. Safariland obviously makes a great holster. T-Rex made a good holster, but I'm a Lucas Bachkin guy, so I'm not really fucking with them anymore. But you know what I mean. Get a quality holster, get a quality belt, and make sure that it's comfortable, it fits. When you're drawing from appendix or you're drawing from the side, that your gun is coming out quick, it's not getting hung up, you're not pulling the whole holster out with you. And then also make sure that it's not too loose, where if you fell down, the gun's going to come out of the holster because there's no retention. Make sure your holster's quality, make sure it's right. Just because it fits doesn't mean it's meant for it. There's plenty of holsters that guns can fit in, but they're not made for that specific gun, and that can be very dangerous. Number 4, not having a spare magazine. Ammo is heavy, but it's not heavier than your life, and a extra Glock mag does not weigh very much. Instead of having 3 pocket knives, carry an extra mag. Again, I'm not saying you need to have 5 magazines, but it's always good to have an extra mag for the fact, not that you're probably going to dump 40 rounds, but most pistol malfunctions are magazine related or ammo related. So it would be a lot quicker to drop that bad mag and put another mag in than try to finagle and figure out what's going on. So it's not necessarily of keeping the magazines because you're getting to a war down on Main Street. It's the fact that your failure point is most likely going to be your magazine, so have a spare. And lastly is no light source. 12 of the 24 hours is dark, and most of your bad stuff happens at night. And carry a flashlight. I am a firm believer of a light on my weapon, but also a handheld light, because if you're not certain that there's an issue, you don't want to be pointing your firearm in the direction of something that might not be a threat. You hear something in an alleyway, you hear something behind your house, and it's your neighbor looking for his dog, and you're drawing a gun on him. Always have a handheld light as well. And also, a lot of bad things are going to happen at night, right? They're not going to happen during the day, and you don't want to ever shoot what you can't see. If you can't see, you don't shoot, right? So always have a flashlight. Those are the things that I think are the most important. There is more. We could dig into it more if you guys want, but those are the ones I just wanted to talk about. In closing, I wanted to say EDC is not about looking tactical, right? It's about staying alive. Audit your setup. Make sure that it makes sense. Make sure that it's comfortable. Make sure that it's for you and not for Instagram. Just because it works for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Use what you're comfortable with. Use what you're proficient with, what you train with, etc. As always, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and I'll see you on the next one.